There's a record book for everything that you've ever said and done in your life. There is a record book of every person who has ever been born of woman. There is a record book, and there are record books in heaven. Now, we're not unfamiliar with record books. We think of financial and business ledgers, or medical and health journals, or private diaries, records of people's accomplishments or memoirs. We find that graduates are only graduates because of what the record book says that they've accomplished. We recognize that those who have been awarded posthumously have only been done so because the record books declare that they have actually been an active service member and died in the line of duty. But as men, our human records are not always reliable, are they? From time to time, our records are flawed and faulty. But we recognize that God's are always correct. Always correct. In Psalm 58, it says that God records all of the tears that you cry in a book. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes that He is going to bring every work into judgment along with every secret thing, and including a New Testament text. That means every idle word that you and I have spoken will be brought into an account for when the books are opened. In Matthew, the Bible states that He knows the very numbers of the hair on your head. And in Psalm 147, He calls every star by name. Now, God does not need a book to remember all of this. The book is for our benefit. The books are for our benefit so that whenever we stand before God, He can pull out the books and say, right there, that's a record book. He's so great and powerful, He doesn't have to have a book to remember them, but they're recorded for our benefit. And if you don't believe me, you could listen to Matthew 3:16. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before Him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon His name. A book of remembrance. The very records of those who have ran their race of faith have been recorded for your benefit.